Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on July 15, 2023. Americans spark backlash after claiming that Europeans don't believe in water. Yotam Ottolenghi's recipes for quick summer cooking. The Guardian, Journato Uma Shayla's recipes for summer fruits in savory dishes. Bird nesting, why divorcing couples are taking turns to live in the family home. Thank you, Ben Wallace. Ukraine bemused and irritated by UK's call for gratitude. The Guardian, we're not Amazon. Britain's defense minister says Ukrainian officials should show more gratitude. WION, Russia-Ukraine war, Zelensky doesn't understand, complaint from UK minister about Kyiv's lack of gratitude, as it happened. The Guardian, Ben Wallace's shocking remarks about Ukraine highlight a serious problem with UK foreign policy, Stuart MacDonald. The Scotsman, The Times view on further military aid for Ukraine, backing Zelensky. Hungary fines book chain for selling British authors LGBT+ novels. The Independent, Heartstopper, bookshop in Hungary fined over British graphic novel under controversial LGBT+ law. Sky News, Hungary fines bookstore and pressures others to seal LGBTQ books. Euronews, Hungarian book chain fined over Heartstopper series behind Netflix hit. The Times, Hungary fines bookstore over unwrapped LGBTQ content. Russia investigating if this week's North Korean test missile crashed in its waters. Reuters, North Korea's Hwasong-18 launch irks Putin. Moscow probes if ICBM crashed in Russian waters. Hindustan Times, North Korea's ambassador blames US for regional tensions in a rare appearance at UN Security Council. The Independent, grave threat, US, Japan, S-Korea slam missile test by N Korea. Al Jazeera English, North Korea to boost its nuclear arsenal, World DNA. Invasive snake wrestled into submission by hunters is Florida's longest. The Guardian, absolute monster, Florida man catches state record 19 feet long Burmese python. ITV News, watch, snake hunter wrestles longest python ever caught in US. The Telegraph, watch, man catches Florida's longest ever Burmese python. BBC, python hunters wrestle 19-foot-long record-breaking snake #shorts. Acropolis closes to protect tourists as Greece faces unprecedented heatwave. The Guardian, Cerberus heatwave, Greece's Acropolis closes due to extreme heat. BBC News. BBC News, Acropolis midday closure leaves tourists in the lurch as a heatwave lashes Europe. The Independent, temperatures soar up to 40 degrees Celsius in Greece, WION. WION, heat forces Acropolis to temporarily close as some tourists experience fainting spells. Korea floods leave at least 20 dead as thousands forced to evacuate. BBC, landslides and floods leave at least 22 dead in Korea. BBC, torrential rain batters South Korea, triggering landslides and killing 22. The Guardian, South Korea, at least 22 dead after torrential downpours unleash flooding and landslides. Sky News, torrential rain in South Korea leaves at least 22 dead in landslides and floods. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu taken to hospital feeling unwell. Sky News, Benjamin Netanyahu taken to hospital, his office says. The Guardian, Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu rushed to hospital, his office says he is in good condition. The Independent, Netanyahu taken to emergency room after reportedly not feeling well. The Times of Israel, Israel's PM Benjamin Netanyahu rushed to hospital, report. Gilgo Beach serial killer suspect Rex Heuermann charged with 3 murders, live. The Independent, Gilgo Beach murders, architect charged in Long Island serial killer case. BBC, Gilgo Beach, inside the hunt for the serial killer behind a sex worker killing spree. Daily Mail, police make arrest in murder case on Long Island. Spectrum News NY1, architect of death, Rex Heuermann pleads not guilty to serial killing of several women. Wagner mercenaries have arrived in Belarus, Ukraine confirms. BBC, Wagner mercenaries entering Belarus as Minsk announces roadmap for joint military drills. The Independent, Ukraine-Russia war latest, large convoy of Wagner fighters arrives in Belarus. The Telegraph, Russian Wagner mercenaries emerge in Belarus as troop trainers. Bloomberg, Wagner mercenaries are in Belarus and training the country's soldiers. Yevgeny Prigozhin, man who led Putin mutiny pictured in pants and tent during exile. The Independent, Putin says he tried but failed to oust Prigozhin after Wagner mutiny. The Guardian, Putin's big strike on Prigozhin. Wagner chief fired, replaced by Syrian war veteran, report. Hindustan Times, Putin says Wagner Group has no legal basis and therefore simply doesn't exist. The Independent, could Prigozhin's loyalty to family be the reason behind his halted mutiny? Europe heatwave, red alerts issued in 16 Italian cities. BBC, Europe heatwave, more record temperatures expected. BBC, Europe heatwave 2023, forest fire destroys homes in Spain as 40°C heat grips continent. The Independent, is the extreme weather in Europe because of climate change? Yes, and here's the evidence. iNews, Europeans, are you being affected by high temperatures? This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.